people.
Hey everybody, I posted a little picture today for encouragement for those who are like myself, a basic fat slob, to start getting a little something. So we're going to give you a little background of why and what's going on, since there's questions asked on the Instagram that I can only answer through something a little bit more in depth. That's why we're making this video. So I got in a little bit of federal holiday time, of course, which some of you probably know about. And during that time, I was able to exercise for about 3 years, which didn't do much. And I all of a sudden ended up on a compound where I could actually get food out of the kitchen, basically anything I wanted for stamps, and have a lot of reading material, like exercise magazines. I did a lot of reading, a lot of educating. And all these years, my workout sucked. I wasn't getting anywhere. I did get a nice fat gut I had off, but I wasn't getting any muscle. And there's a right way and there's a wrong way, but this is what I did. And what's really good about what I did, without having any supplements, without having any other direction other than what I was able to read and my own desire, I was able to go from, I had gotten kind of skinny, to actually putting on some size. I got pretty ripped while I was away. And muscles have memory, so I'm coming back faster than if I had never exercised. A lot of us older guys exercised when we were kids, so even if it's 20 or 30 years ago, your muscles will remember and they'll respond. So remember this as you do this. So this is what I'm doing and why. And if I wasn't in really, really good shape when I came out and I was able to hop and go around and make things happen, I wouldn't have any of this. That's why we started here. So some of the guys were saying, well, what exercise are you doing and why are you eating and what's going on? So what I was able to read and find out about is that several things are important. Your diet, when you eat, what you eat, and the way you exercise. So first we'll talk diet. This is what it said and this is what I followed and it worked. Oh my God, did it work. It said the second you get up, within 15 minutes you have to have an easily digestible protein. So I'm away on holiday. The easiest digestible protein was eggs. So I'm eating them. I'm eating raw eggs. So in the morning I got up, 3 raw eggs, boom. Well, you can buy anything with stamps on the compound. Stamps is the money, that's what I did. So every 3 hours I made sure I had food, protein in my body, whether it was a meal or it was my eggs. Before I went to bed, I had cottage cheese, which is a slow digestible protein. I'm doing that now. And it worked. It worked really, really well. Then I read, gee, eggs are cholesterol. Now we understand there's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. So I'm eating the egg white and I'm eating the yolk because I want the protein. I found out I was doing the right thing. The yolk that everybody's cutting out of their bodybuilding stuff is actually good cholesterol. Well, good cholesterol, what that does, turns out, is it boosts your testosterone. When you're working out, it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, it boosts your testosterone through the roof, 1. 2, it actually, when you're on the type of diet I'm going to tell you about, you start burning fat for energy instead of carbohydrates. I eat no pasta, I eat no bread, I eat no candies, I eat no cake, I don't have pizza. Either it's some vegetables or it's some kind of protein. That's it. That's it. That is it. You've got to turn on the fat burning gene. It takes about a week to burn the fat in your body. Then it starts melting away as long as you continue exercising properly. We're going to get into that in a minute. So I'm having every 3 hours either a meal or I got raw eggs or I have cottage cheese the night before bed. I'm doing that now and it's working. I'm only on 3 weeks. Still got a tummy. Okay, this is 39 inches right here and this is 35. When I came home, I had 2 inches of muscle sticking out of my abs. I was totally lean. That tits out to here. And I'd shrunk a lot. My arms are still at 16. I just measured them. This is 14 and a half. This is 14. They were 16s when I came home. I still have a little bit left. I don't have much. Still got a little bit left. Not much at all. Just a little bit. I'm just starting. I'm only 3 weeks in. Only 3 weeks in. I'm just starting. There is some improvement, some in the legs. You gotta get the little muscle here, you gotta get your calves. We're gonna go through all that. And it doesn't matter what you start with. You start slow and gradual, little push-ups. When I first started, I could barely do a push-up like this. I could barely do a squat like this. I could barely do calf raises like that. I was so weak. It was incredible. And so if we'll revisit this, assuming I keep up, you'll get to see where I was, because it'll come back. It'll come back, and then some. So, as of this moment, this is where I'm doing exercise. I didn't start this 3 weeks ago. We're doing push-ups between chairs. I wasn't able to do this 3 weeks ago. I couldn't do a push-up this extensive 3 weeks ago. I had to start slowly. So we're going down. We're doing sets of 10. And you stretch it first and tighten your abs. At least that's what I do. And we'll bring it down between the chairs and up. Now a lot of you guys are going, I can't do that. That's okay, I couldn't do it 3 weeks ago either. What that does is it arcs the chest, brings this arc out. So you start wherever you can, and you finally build it up, and you finally build it up until finally you can go all the way down like that. There's more intense push-ups than that. But you want to keep it to sets of 10. You go to the next exercise, no more than 15 seconds apart. Another exercise, no more than 15 sets apart, and do 4, maybe 5 different types of exercises, and that's it. That's your workout day. And you can do various things. You can work complete upper body, you can go between upper body and legs, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever's responding for you. Important thing is you want to keep those exercise sets 15 seconds apart, because what that does is it boosts your testosterone. It makes it into a muscle building set, as well as you're also like running. Running doesn't build muscle. It builds your lung capacity, but if you keep it an aerobic type muscle building set, you do both. So I classify myself as a bodybuilder. I'm not an athlete. I will never swim the Suez Canal. I will never swim Alcatraz. That is not me. So then, this is today's exercise. I went over, and I don't have a pull-up bar. Even if I had, I'm not strong enough for a pull-up bar. So I'm mimicking the movement. This is a fairly light battery charger. Anything you can pick up at home. We had water bags, you follow, and a broomstick, and it worked. And you can measure your water, what you got in your water, whether it's 5 pounds or 7 pounds, put it on a scale and figure out what you got. So as long as it's equal and you're working it, you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to have expensive equipment, you can do it all in your home. This is what I got, so this is what I'm using. So it's heavier on one side than on the other, so I'm flipping it back and forth. And I'm mimicking doing a pull-up by going like this. And every time you go up and down, you're flexing your muscles, very important, at the top and at the bottom. Again, sets of 10, and because this is unequal weights, then I flip it around and do the other side like so forth. That was another set. Then we came around and we did reverse arm curls, which that's what this is here. This is a reverse arm curl here, and then I did dips. Again, sets of 10, and I wasn't able to go down like this to this extent between the chairs until today. I've been building up over 3 weeks. If your body responds. This is the dips that I'm doing as of right now. Pushing down and up. So we're going to get us a little dip bar here soon, and some dumbbells, and then later on we'll get an actual weight bar for squats. And when we do, what we're doing is, that was essentially upper body, and then we do squats. On one day we just did squats and calves yesterday. But in between squats and calves, since I don't have an actual weight set, nor am I strong enough to really use that at this point in time, there's you do, what I do is medium wide and then really wide. What this does is it works the muscles differently. And this is what I like to do, is when I do a squat, I come down. If this is all you can do, that's all you can do. But eventually, you want to get all the way down here like this, because that works the whole gluteus maximus, the strongest muscle of your body, and bring it back up. Remember, on the downside and on the upside, don't completely straighten the knees. You flex the muscle. Very important. So you're doing sets of 10, like so. You stop and do another exercise. Rest that for a second. So now I was doing curls. Now, this is very important to understand. These are biceps because they're two muscles. You have an inner and outer here. And these are triceps. There's three muscles. There's this muscle here. There's this muscle here in the back, and then there's one up here. There's three muscles. That's why those are triceps. So when you do this, I don't have any dumbbells. If you had a dumbbell, you start here. You really want to flex it. You go up here and you twist. That twist works this inner bicep muscle. Without the twist, you'll never have that separation you see in the bodybuilders. That's what gives it to you. But this here allows me to do that twist without that. So I come up here, and then I flex, and it gives me that twist. So it's just a home weight. It's probably 10, 15 pounds. It's the flex that does it, and the exercise and the diet. So we did that, then I used the same weight. We come up with calves, and you raise up. You can do this barefoot if you want. I have these boots on for a reason, is what I'm going to show you here in a second. So we did that, and then our fourth for the legs were shoulders. So your shoulder exercise, this is just a beginning shoulder exercise, and you flex it. When you bring it down, you flex your chest, like that. Whatever exercise you're doing, you have to flex the muscles. So you have three muscles here in your shoulder. You have this one here, and then one back here. To work this and this one especially properly, I have to have the dumbbells. This here, the push-ups will only work this, and you get totally out of proportion. So I want to get some dumbbells in here really fast. So tomorrow, we're going to do abs. So let me get this little tool here. Now this is called a wheel, and I got strong enough where this didn't do anything. Right now I can barely do it. So you want to start with something, then you build up. And something's better than nothing. Anything's better than nothing. And some of you might ask, well, what are you doing that for? Well, fellas, I turn 53 next month, and I'd finally gotten so out of shape that it hurt to walk, it hurt to lay down, it hurt to sit. Everything's hurting, and it's just because I was out of shape. So I've got to do this to prolong my life. That's where it's at. And so I'm going to get in shape again, and we'll go from there. So right now, this is more important to me than anything. I've got to be healthy. So what you do is you take whatever workout mat you want, or the ground. You want to do some sort of crunches. Now, this here is better than nothing, but it doesn't really work the whole muscles. This here doesn't work the whole muscles. You can do leg lifts there, and it gets some of this, but it doesn't work the whole muscle. How do you work the whole muscle? Well, you have to start somewhere. So, with a cross, and you flex, you got to pick your whole top body up and flex it. That gets all this, but you still got your sides. I see all kinds of guys just rip through here and nothing right here. Wrong, wrong, wrong. You got to build everything. Whatever you do, don't use your weight to swing the exercise. Use your muscle, even if you got to build it up real slow. So this is what you do for your sides. You start down here, and you flick that up. So get the camera down here so I can see what's going on. Right through here. Down here. And look at my side here. See the muscles tighten up a little bit? I got a lot of flab still, but this whole side tightens up when you do that. So you do one side, you do the other side, like so. And the same thing, you flip it up, and you flip it down. So as I lose this fat gut, you'll be able to see the muscles come alive. Right now they're hidden under flat. So you do your crosses, okay? you do your side planks, and then you do your wheel. So you do them as sets. First your crosses, one side, the other side, and then your wheel. Now, the wheel is not easy. Well, we tried to do it all out, and she went, so, not yet, girl, not yet. So, what you do when you're starting the wheel, you get on your knees. If this is all you can do, that's okay. It's going to work those abs. It's going to work your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your back. It's going to work everything. And then you can bring it up like this. Okay? And when that gets easy, you're doing 10 sets of 10 of that. And I can't do it all the way. I ain't strong enough. Like I said, I got to the point where the wheel just didn't do anything anymore. We'll get there again. So when you're strong enough, you bring it out like that, and you go all the way out, which, again, I cannot do at this point in time. But it really starts working you. Do 10 sets of 10 of that. That's your ab day. Now, you've got some very, very important muscles in your back. All of this has to come alive. So, right now, I don't have a weight bar. When you do what I'm going to show you, it's very, very important to keep whatever weight you have close to your body and bring it up. Okay, you can do a row, which is squatting, and you go like this, but a row predominantly works your upper body, and it works it differently, but you really need a row machine or a Bowflex, which either one I have. So, but again, I borrowed the little battery charger here, and we switch it around, and we bring this up, and we flex. When I'm flexing, which you probably can't see because I got hardly any muscles there, I'm flexing the entire back. You bring it down, you flex again, you bring it up, and you flex. But the weight itself has to be concentrated on your body. If you hold it away from your body, even if it's a lightweight, you will hurt your back. I can't remember what the hell that exercise is called, but if you're going to go big, you better do squats, and you better do that exercise, or it ain't going to happen. I know you guys want to put on some real muscle. That's what you got to do. But with a weight bar, you're bringing it out. Some guys hold it like this. Some guys hold it like that, or you can switch it around. I never liked that. I've seen guys hold it like this. I've liked it like that. It's what is really working your body. You got to pay attention. What's your body telling you? So what I did with a weight bar, and of course I'm using water bags now, 100 pounds, I bring it up, I flex it. I did that on squat day, but that was then and this now. So we're just starting. So after workout, come on in here, we're going to talk about that. You've got 15 minutes to do this. Your muscles are energized. You just finished your sets. After that, it goes down and doesn't make any difference. So everything's engorged with blood. So what you want to do is you want to get some nice liquid protein in your body, and you got to make that liquid protein injectable into the body. So I go with 5 raw eggs, okay, and I go with a semi-rotten banana. As close to semi-rotten as I can get it. Why that? The closer to rotten without actually being rotten the banana is, the higher the sugar content. Do not use processed sugar. Bad. This is fruit sugar. This is good. It's totally different. And the potassium in the banana with the high sugar content of a semi-rotten banana boosts your blood sugar up faster than anything that I read about. They said that's the best. I could get it, and it works. I saw the results. You want to hydrate. You don't want to slow your metabolism down. You're hot, you're sweaty, you just worked out, you don't want to slow it down. Do not drink cold water. So we have a little cold water machine here, which I'm sure some of you guys do. So what I did is I put some cold water in, and then we have hot water, and I put that on top of it. Because now I'm drinking warm water, not cold water, not slowing my metabolism down. Stupid ass important. Stay hydrated. Now the other thing that you saw in my little photo was this. It's royal jelly and cactus honey. This is the best time I can eat that because my muscle, my whole body's alive. All the nutrients that are in this, you want to know what royal jelly is, look it up. Extremely good for you. Does all kinds of good stuff. But all the nutrients in this, not to mention the healthy sugars, are going to go right in my system and allow that protein to go, it's like an injector right into the muscles. Bam! So you don't believe me, look at the photo when I posted flat and sloppy when I just started. Look where I'm at now. Better, still fat and sloppy. Wait a few months. Watch what happens. Just wait a few months, watch what happens. Now, the other really stupid ass important thing you need to do, it's called caffeine. It's called coffee. When you start your workout, this is what I do. I take 2 spoons, put in a nice cup, mix it up, put cold water in so it's lukewarm, and down the whole mug of coffee. I just hydrated my system, and that caffeine allows me to do more and faster and longer sets, which is what I want to do. And I was doing that before I read about it, and that's exactly what they said in those muscle magazines. Caffeine, coffee. So that's what I'm doing and why. So the leaner I get, the better those eggs with the yolk, with the cholesterol, will lean me out and build more muscle. This is why I'm doing that. The egg whites, that's 1980s. That's wrong. You want that egg yolk. That's modern. You don't need to get supplements. I turned 53 Sunday. My testosterone is not that of a 20-year-old man. The 20-year-olds were calling me out in my mid-40s. This is my workout. So one of the boys, he just swam Alcatraz today, and he won, I think. So Chopper Heaven 51. So I can help you. I can help you. It's like I did all that. I saw my results. I finally got it right. So I know what's working for me. This is what I'm doing. So everybody there who's on the YouTube and Instagram is now going to watch and go, well, gee, it worked, or well, yeah, gee, it didn't. So y'all get to watch and see what I'm doing. I'm putting myself out there as usual, and see the results or not. But all this will grow in, all this will grow back, all this will lean out. I'll get rid of this nice fat gut I got. All these will come back in. And in about a year, you won't recognize me at all. We'll see you later.